welcome back to the channel. This is Jasmine, that's Georgia, and today we are going to be watching Anne with an E Season 3 Episode 7. And just to let you know, if you want to check out our uncut reactions to the episodes, the link to the Patreon will be in the description below. Basically, Billy kissed Josie and then everyone kind of blamed Josie almost because they were all frowning at her because he was like, Josie did it!
Yeah. And Anne looked like she was going to write an article about it at the end.
Oh yeah, yes, her project. And also Jerry and Diana are getting closer.
They kissed.
Oh, I'm still not over it. I've been thinking about it for the past 2 weeks since we last watched the latest episode. Crazy.
Oh,
please, at the end, please be endgame. Thank you.
They will be. At this point, I have more faith in them than Anne and Gilbert.
No, Anne and Gilbert are definitely. I mean, not definite, but I'm just saying, like, you know, but they might throw a twist in where they break up before the end, and then it's the end.
No, they're not even together yet. Neither of them. What if neither of them end up together?
Then I'm writing. They better get together. I haven't been this invested in a ship in so long. It feels weird.
So yeah, Anne went to see the fortune teller who told her that she basically said Gilbert was in love with her. And then he was there with Winnie. No.
Oh my gosh, I'm so worried. But I'm not really, because we know that Gilbert loves Anne anyways.
Yeah. But for some reason he just... Because he was talking to Bash about being in love with a girl or potentially being in love with a girl. And then he asked Winnie out. What?
Yeah, but I have no doubts. Gilbert's just a bit confused. He sees a girl who's pretty and funny, but he doesn't realise Anne is the one for him.
I think it's because she sends him mixed signals all the time.
Yeah, so maybe.
She just needs to be forward with her emotions and then everything will end up happily ever after.
It must be 4 in the morning. Where
oh my gosh.
What in the world?
I'm so sorry, Marla, but we were desperate to have the newspaper ready for the Sunday church service. Avonlea will want to read all about the county fair. And
she's gonna spread it to everyone.
So I nipped out to help my fellow reporters.
Anne!
Next time, try to enact your responsibility to the community during daylight hours.
I will.
Wow, Marilla's pretty chill.
I'm scared.
Oh no. Have they not read it?
They can't be bothered. They feel like they're above the newspaper.
It's not right, Anne. How have you not learned about the perils of gossip yet?
I have no idea. She should have learned this lesson from season 1. What does it say? I can't read that quick.
Women are not made whole by men.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Oh wait, I can't tell if this is bad or good.
It's bad.
Yeah, but she's bringing up women. I bet it was actually all right stuff.
She may have said what was right, but it's not her place to say it.
This isn't about whose fault it is. We'll simply do whatever it takes to get him back.
Get him back. He's not a nice boy.
Nice isn't relevant.
It's very relevant.
It's a hard truth
You don't want to live your life in misery.
And girls with reputations do not have choices.
Mother, he hurt me.
Literal assault.
She doesn't care.
I told the truth.
This particular truth did not need to be told in the newspaper.
Exactly.
In fact, that's exactly where the truth should be expressed. Don't I, as a woman, deserve to even have an opinion?
Queen!
What about when Matthew didn't so much as consult you when he made the deal with the bank that almost cost us Green Gables?
Oh!
She should have said, made the article,
I am not.
but she shouldn't have used Josie and Billy as an
I never
excuse.
mentioned her. The article is about all women.
If it is about all women, why was it only Josie who ran out of the church crying?
Exactly. Yes,
No,
Marilla.
that was what triggered the thought. It wasn't about Josie, it was about all women.
Well, everyone seemed to know it was about Josie.
The rumors nearly ruined me. The rumors were disqualified the moment Ted Phillips proposed. Which means Billy can fix this by requalifying
Go on,
Josie's reputation.
Prissy.
You know you have the power to make this right, right?
Yes.
I can think of one smell that's worse than male desperation.
What?
Hypocrisy.
Oh my god.
I need some air.
Prissy.
Excuse me.
Why is Prissy all right and Billy is literally the opposite?
I wasn't even thinking about Josie.
That much is clear.
Oh dear.
Diana.
I'm sorry, Anne. You should have seen the look on Josie's face when she ran out.
Drama between these
Help.
two.
Apologize to Josie.
Yeah.
Maybe it just wasn't appropriate timing. She's gonna stab her. Yeah.
Oh my god.
But he shouldn't have touched you. You shouldn't have written about it.
Yeah.
You've always been jealous of me. You couldn't rise to my level, so you brought me down to yours.
Well, no. She was trying to defend you.
Now I'm trash. Just like you.
I get that she's angry, but she's always been mean to Anne.
You could have pitched your idea and we could have worked on it together.
Gilbert
I'm
being
sure
the
there's a way-
balance.
Now you have an opinion on equality.
Well, it's the same opinion I probably would have had yesterday had you bothered to ask.
Interesting, because at the fair I could have sworn I started negotiating for an attractive new parcel of land. I mean, wife.
Okay, no, don't make it
Anne.
personal.
All articles must be met with my seal of approval before they go to print, or else they don't go to print. Understood?
Should have spoke to someone first, Anne. I love you, but come on, girl.
Why didn't you come to me? We could have avoided casualties. Sound
have helped you
journalism must
word it
defend the
correctly.
voiceless, not send them further into silence.
I was worried it would lose impact if I didn't publish immediately.
Not as though this is the first provocation.
Certainly not. I recall an article on the savage natives who run around in our woods doing gardens.
Gosh.
Stealing.
We're getting a little off topic.
It keeps the children busy during these idle summer months.
Agreed.
Yes, go
Speaking
on,
as a
Minister.
mother.
I wasn't quite finished. It seemed this mandate will
She's
ensure
being
there are no more
overruled by
surprises.
men
All in
completely.
favour.
This relates to the article.
Done. Of course. And Shirley Cuthbert must be disciplined. Why don't you run along and deliver the news to Miss Stacy? From one woman to another.
But she didn't get a hand in making the decision.
To be scared of the monster, but
Oh my gosh, the hand.
overwhelming sadness.
Oh.
Didn't you love that the
Not
weather
perfect.
mirrored the emotions the characters are feeling?
I didn't notice. But I like it when the creature steals
I
a
don't
dog
think
sled.
they're very well suited.
That was crazy.
You're a handsome creature.
Diana's just
You have that in your
smarter.
favor.
Oh no, he doesn't want to just be liked for his looks.
If we could think of something else to do instead of talking.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Okay, is that what you're thinking? Don't be sad.
This is really awkward.
Go horse riding.
This isn't about Anne's article. This is censorship.
Yeah.
Censorship that was sparked by small-mindedness. Now the board is using her words as an excuse to limit the freedom of the press.
Well, everyone has a right to express their opinions freely, even if they're unpopular.
Including women.
What do you think about all this, Matthew?
I reckon you've heard from about enough men on this topic.
Good get out, Matthew.
I came over to tell you that the board will only let the newspaper continue to publish
If I'm fired.
Oh no.
Oh, sorry, Anne. You gotta sacrifice yourself.
It's good they fired her.
What's that?
What did you say?
It started with Billy Andrews disrespecting Josie Pye.
Anne
Oh,
should have
Gilbert,
left
you
well
feminist.
enough alone.
Anne stood up for a person who suffered a cruelty. That person could have easily been you. We all deserve the right to bodily autonomy and to be treated with respect and dignity.
See?
If only
Just
Anne were
stop
here to
and
see
be heard
this.
Instead of pushed. You know she'd stand up for any one of you, even in spite of what you're saying about her. She'd do what was right. That's who she is.
Gilbert.
I know I'm not your favorite person right now.
No, Anne, not at all.
We're sorry.
Oh.
We didn't understand. Anne's farm boy has gotten so
Ruby, not yours.
He has a farm girl.
I think they might break up.
No.
A woman could never have the authority to represent an enterprise such as ours.
Yes, she could.
Yes, she can.
You can't even make a tea.
What do you mean? He can't even stir the drink.
Someday, Priscilla, you will do your husband proud.
No one cares, okay? So infuriating. I can't believe this is real.
I was hot-headed and heedless, and in my eagerness to do good, I did you harm. I didn't mean to. Please know that I understand the extent of my wrongs, and I am very...
Anne has got a
Very
lot better
sorry.
at her apologies.
How did you know to write about equality and dignity?
I'm loved now, but when I wasn't, it didn't mean I wasn't worthy of it.
Oh, self-acceptance, Anne.
No one but you is allowed to dictate what you're worth.
This episode is whipping out all the quotes.
It's got some great quotes. It's a very feminist episode, isn't it?
She seems to like the kissing part, but not the part where we talk. It makes me feel like I'm not good enough.
Oh, Jerry.
I guess that's true. She's rich, and I'm poor. So how could she ever really like me?
Jerry, stop. It sounds like she's degrading you.
Oh, it's your
Frankly,
bestie.
she doesn't
Oh,
sound like
gosh.
a very nice person.
Oh my god.
Diana's your best friend.
Jerry, don't expose her.
Diana?
He thought she knew.
She didn't even tell you. You see, she's ashamed to be with me.
I've always felt like Anne's gonna be mad that they're together.
Why would she be mad though? Just, I mean, I know she's mad right now because Diana didn't tell her.
Oh no.
I still like you.
What do you mean still?
I liked you too.
I can
Yes,
fix
Josie.
this. Want me to fix this?
You're not gonna do it right.
I don't want anything from you. Least of all redemption.
Suck on that.
It doesn't mean anything.
How can kissing someone repeatedly
Diana.
not mean anything?
Excuse me, Diana.
I don't know. I thought the kisses meant something, but then they didn't. But then I didn't want them to stop, even though they didn't.
You're not
mean
making
it.
any sense.
No.
I never in a million years did I think he was describing my truest friend. Who are you? I'm still me.
My god, so emotional.
Jerry told me that you make him feel common.
That's hardly my fault.
Isn't it?
Our differences are glaring, what you say. I was hoping to spare his feelings and simply let Paris cause a natural end.
Then why get involved in the first place?
Of course
No,
not.
don't doubt your
How could you
friendship,
say such a
Anne.
thing?
I guess I've never been good enough for you either.
I have always stood by you from the first day we met.
She has.
If you were my friend, you would understand.
You both said it.
Clearly you're not.
And you never were.
No.
Oh, they'll make
Girls, what are you doing?
True story. At last.
No, not the necklace.
I'm just a bit conflicted.
I have so
I'm
much to
annoyed.
say, but I don't want to talk over the episode.
I'm just so annoyed at Diana, to be honest. I'm like ashamed that I'm disappointed.
All the girls are being lunatics.
Everyone is overreacting. What is so wrong with the status quo?
Jane.
It put a roof over your head and nice clothes on your back. We ladies didn't have to lift a finger. I am all for it.
Jane, I'm
Jane.
standing.
Never stand in the first place.
They wouldn't not come after all this.
Have faith.
Yeah.
Just a suggestion. Not telling
Just
you
a
what to do.
suggestion. Yay!
Jane said you were doing something absolutely daft that she totally and fundamentally disagreed with. So I had to come.
Go on, Prissy. She won't let her brother get away with it.
What's right?
Yeah!
Yeah, we are. Oh, so many people.
Oh my god.
Gosh.
I really love waving her flag.
Oh, I can't stop smiling. Oh my gosh. They're just storming in.
Going on here?
Excuse me, there's
Protest against the man.
How dare you?
They have a right to their
Listen to the river. Matthew's loving it.
Queen.
We are not here to provoke.
Keep going.
Even though we tried to silence our voices, well, we have a message for you.
What does it say?
Freedom of speech is a human right. Oh,
Ah.
and they've got gags in their mouths. I am Mrs. Lind right now. Do you not agree?
Push him off.
Get down from that.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. Oh, that big gasp for everyone. Loved it.
They know better than anyone what the future should be like, because they're going to be there.
You sure pulled that off.
We did.
It was a joint effort.
Did you say to our
Equality.
class to make them change their minds about me?
I reminded them that you always find a way to make things right.
Might be a Gilbert and kiss here.
Suggest otherwise.
Nah, maybe an almost kiss.
Who knew? We'd make such a good
Couple.
T-E-A-M.
I knew they were gonna spell.
Psychic.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
His arm.
Winifred is a lucky gal.
Why did you mention the W word?
Thank you for today.
It's giving me chills.
No, Anne, they're not together. I don't think.
They are.
Gilbert,
They are
just
though.
pick one.
gosh, just pick Gilbert. You're
Stop
not,
being a fuckboy, Gilbert.
you're not Elena Gilbert, that's for sure. Just pick.
Oh, Elena Gilbert.
Yeah.
I get it. What is this?
I don't know, but I'm scared the music.
Have they just stolen their printing press? I feel
know.
like that's the only thing it could be. No, fire burns out on grass, right? I swear.
No. It's gonna spread.
Whenever I've burnt grass, like from bonfires and things, it always burns out straight away, unless I've got some super dead grass.
Well, I think the idea is that's gonna burn down.
No.
Was that the school?
Yeah.
They're gonna burn down the school.
Oh, for a cigarette.
That was a really good episode.
It had a very strong message behind it.
I loved it. So many good things.
It's definitely one of those inspiring like episodes of TV that you watch that has so many like life lessons that it teaches you.
Yeah, it's really impactful. It's just really good, and it's so educational about the times then. Because this stuff was actually going on, which is just kind of mad to think about. I was all for Anne's article, but I get morally it's wrong for Josie. But I love the message behind it, and Anne's article was pretty worded well, and I liked it.
This episode did really well for Anne, I think. Like this made her character so great. It showed how even though Josie Pye has like bullied her as long as she's known her, she chose to stand up for her and talk about the bigger issue, which is, you know, a crime being committed from one gender to another. And she chose to stand up for that and defend her, even though she went about it wrong. But then she managed to get everyone to rally round with the help of Gilbert and Miss Stacy, and they all came together to get equality.
Yeah, and in the right way as well.
Even though they were silenced, they have a right to be heard. And oh, that scene was great.
Okay, and we also had the problem of Jerry and Diana.
I don't ship it.
Oh.
I've decided now that I don't ship it because they looked so awkward. I don't think they have a lot in common, and I'm not meaning their class. Like, I am all for a rich and a poor person getting together to fight against the system, but they weren't talking about, like, they read the same book, but they interpreted it completely different. And even though they had something, like a common interest, they couldn't even talk about that well.
Okay, no, I disagree. I think they would be perfect together. The only reason that they're not is because Diana, that's what the whole thing was about. Diana doesn't want to be with him because of her class, and she's ashamed to be with him because of how she's rich and he's literally poor. He's like living in a shed and stuff. And she just doesn't want to be associated with that, which is wrong. But like, again, I see Diana's been raised that way, of course.
Yeah, that's obviously... That's the pressure from her parents to marry well, and, you know, she's got to be...
Yeah.
And I understand that. What I don't understand is why she was like, it meant nothing, I didn't want to kiss him, but then I wanted to carry on kissing him.
Because she does have feelings for him, and she does like him, but she knows that she can't be with him because of the glass, I think.
So she doesn't want to talk to him because...
I think in her head, she's got the mindset of, I like you, but at the same time, I can't because of who I am. So, like, the fact she wanted to kiss him was actually her true self. Like, she wanted to be with him, she wants to kiss him. But her mind is also saying, no, because you're poor, and I don't want to be with you for that reason. It could be more, but that's how I interpreted it. And, yeah, and now Anne and Diana have fallen out because of it, which... No. I'm sad about it, but you know, it's only real, it's only realistic, and friends have arguments, so.
Anne's speech about earlier on about how when Josie said, like, why are you fighting for it when you've been on the lower rung of the ladder your whole life and been treated as trash, as she loved to say, trash. She, like, explained how she got to where she is today and all that, and then it just seemed like it was completely retracted in that scene with Diana, because she felt like Diana saw her as nothing. and someone to just bide her time with until she leaves. But I don't see how she can say that when Diana has literally done so much for her. Even when her parents were disapproving of Anne, she was fighting for her and sneaking out to meet her, even though everyone was telling her not to hang out with her.
I know. I think Anne just sees it as she doesn't see that anymore from Diana.
I can see there being very contrasty opinions on this. I mean, we have a lot of contrasty opinions from this episode. I really want to know what people are saying.
I know, there's going to be some comments.
Please, comment opinions in the comments.
Comment opinions. Tell us your thoughts on Anne and Diana. Whose side are you on? I mean, I'd assume you're on Anne's. But, I mean, I can see from Diana's perspective.
And Diana and Jerry.
Diana and Jerry.
Everything.
I think we'll get more clarification through the next episodes though as well. I'm going to give this episode a 10.
Wow! Is that your first 10?
That I've said out loud, yeah.
Yeah, season 2 episode 6 was a late 10.
I just loved every aspect of it, and it just explored so many things as well. I feel like so much happened. Yeah. You had the feminism, which was obviously a huge part of it. And it just felt so real, and I just loved that they stood up to them in the end, and then you also had the relationship drama and also the friendship drama, which we haven't really seen of with Anne and Diana.
I'm going a 9.3 out of 10. It's not a 10 because, well, I don't know. It didn't give me 10 vibes. I loved the message behind the episode, and I loved what they did with the characters this episode besides Diana. I don't know why I'm not giving it a 10, but I'm not feeling it.
You're going to change your rating.
Yeah, second time I watch it, it'll probably be a 10. They always go up.
Okay, so this is a couple of hours later after filming, and Georgia has more thoughts on the episode regarding Jerry and Diana. So, yeah, I'm sorry for this angle and everything, but yeah.
To clarify, I was eating dinner in silence. My mind wandered to Anne with an E, and this is where the character analysis comes in. First of all, I just want to clarify, I was hating on Anne for writing that article, and you were praising her for it. I just want to clarify, I think that the article was needed and it was well written and everything, but I just think she should have asked for Josie's permission before she published it, because Josie was the one affected by it, and it was based, her situation inspired her on it, so she should have asked Josie whether she would be okay with it, and then I would have been happy with it.
What if she would have said no?
Then she wouldn't have published it.
Good point. I agree with that. Finally, we can agree on something.
Yes. Now, secondly, my opinion is that Diana doesn't genuinely like Jerry.
That's a problematic statement, Georgia.
I know. They're gonna end up together, and I'm gonna just be wrong. So hear me out. She likes the freedom that she gets with Jerry and going against her parents' strict rules. She visited him in episode 2. She visited his house and she saw what his life was like, and I think she was attracted to the life that he has, not to him.
Interesting analysis.
I think she's kind of jealous because she's stuck in a life that she doesn't want, and she is jealous of how freely he can live, and she thinks by being with him it can make her feel free as well. And when she said, what did she say? She said something to Anne. She was like, it didn't mean anything. I thought I wanted to kiss him, but then I didn't want it to stop or something. And I think it's because when she kisses him, she feels free from her reality of being stuck in her life. But then she comes back to reality when they talk, and they have nothing in common to talk about.
Okay, I see where you're coming from, actually. I see where you're coming from. And I could jump on board with that once it's confirmed. We don't know for sure.
It's not going to be confirmed. I'm probably
I mean, if they end up being together, then that theory will be debunked. But if they don't, then that theory will be confirmed. I don't know. Maybe it's just my shipping is blinding me. I want them to be together and they're cute, but maybe it's true because she did say, she was like, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. But then when Anne asked why doesn't it mean anything, she was like, I don't know.
I think it's just a fantasy of a romance. Once you kiss someone, you're supposed to marry them, and she doesn't feel that.
I still think she likes Jerry because, like, they introduced that whole storyline where they were flirting and she was, like, giggling at him and stuff. Which I feel like wouldn't happen if she wasn't attracted to him.
She's attracted to his life, mate. No. But I think this could be interesting for Diana's character, to see her, like, finding herself and rebelling against the social norms that she's supposed to be. She's had it ingrained to her whole life that she's supposed to marry rich. She's supposed to be a lady. She's got to go to finishing school and everything. And she's starting to desire other things. And I think this is very interesting for her.
It is interesting for her character development. I don't know, I think she definitely is not happy with, like, the social status thing where she's all rich and upper class. So she, honestly, maybe it's a bit of both, and she does like the freedom of it and the fact she's got a boy that she might fancy. But I don't know, I think it's genuine. She could be attracted to the freedom instead of actually Jerry, but I don't know yet. I can't say for sure. I don't know enough.
Well, maybe it is just a class thing, because, like, we have seen how her classism has affected her throughout the whole show. Like, with that party in season 2, when she found out that Aunt Josephine and Aunt Gertrude were together, she was a little bit against that.
Yeah,
maybe it's just her classism affecting her judgment in her relationship with Jerry.
Whoever's still here, I love you.
Same. Please comment if you're still here and agree with me.
No, agree with me. Jerry and Diana are OTP for life.
So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching our reaction to Season 3, Episode 7 of Anne with an E. If you want to watch the episodes in its entirety, then the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below. But don't feel any pressure, it's just for people that want to watch the episodes along with us. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time for Episode 8. Bye!